Hi everyone, it's Gigabeef here, and today we're going to take a look at the weapon with the fastest fire rate in Escape from Tarkov. So stick around and let's get going. Weapons in EFT have a variety of fire rates measured in RPM or rounds per minute, from the traditional AKM with 600 RPM, the M4 with 800 RPM, and some of the SMGs reaching even higher, such as the MP9 with 1100 RPM, which comes in at a close second. The faster the fire rate, the more lead that we can slug down range, but this typically comes at the expense of recoil and controllability. But what if we were to take a weapons class that's not known for its high level of control, i.e. pistols, and gave it the highest fire rate in the entire game? Well, you'd end up with the G18C. You can technically buy this weapon from Mechanic 3 for 35,000 rubles, but it's usually found much cheaper on the flea market in the region of 20 to 25k. Let's break it down, and then we'll hop into a few example raids to show its performance off later on. With 1200 RPM, this bad boy can crack out 20 rounds per second, which makes it a hilarious but wildly uncontrollable hand cannon at stock with 338 recoil as base. If you take this out with a big mag on it, and we'll touch on this a little bit later, without controlling for the recoil at all, the spray pattern looks a little bit like this. Even if we control for the recoil, it's all over the place. It's less of a spray pattern, so to speak, and more of a hazard to the integrity of the ceiling. In this state, it's only really useful if you can press it into someone at around 1 to 5 meters distance, which in all honesty isn't very useful at all. So we'll need a mod or two if we actually want to stand a chance of killing anyone with this thing. The most important attachment for the 18C is the stock from Skier 3, which will take the recoil down to 198. Now, if we run this out on the shooting range and again take a look at the uncontrolled recoil, it looks a bit like this. And versus the controlled recoil, we can immediately see a difference here. We've got a handle on the recoil a bit now, so we can add a few other mods as we see fit. The base 18C has a rail for lasers or flashlights underneath, which will allow you to hipfire this beauty, but if you want to pop on a red dot, you'll need to grab one of the mounts, of which I like the Tiger Shark from Mechanic 2, as this allows you to retain the laser slot at the bottom, as well as the Tactical from Mechanic 4, which has a slot of its own. Optics wise, I still normally go for the PK06, but as it's so expensive now, you're free to use whatever compact collimator that you feel like by mounting the appropriate base. For actual mods themselves, one of the single most important things about this build for me is the 50 round drum mag. With the fire rate so high, you're going to want as many rounds as you physically can. This is not a finesse weapon and more akin to a swarm of angry bees. One shot might not do the trick, but 10 in rapid succession will, and it'll seriously not take long to empty a mag, specifically 2.5 seconds. One interesting feature of the drum, which I assume is because it's quite heavy relative to the pistol, is that it actually gives -3% improvement to recoil as well, along with -15 ergo. Where we're going, we won't need ergonomics. 5 seconds before we continue, please don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future. Alright, let's carry on. Finally, before we look at some in-game performance, let's consider the ammo. With this weapon, you're either going to want to go for leg and flesh damage meta, so choosing a high damage round and aiming for unarmoured parts of the body, or alternatively going for the best penetration that you can, which in 9x19 can be a bit of a tough ask. For flesh damage, you can use Rip or Quakemaker, but this really isn't my playstyle at all, and despite my best efforts, I always forget to shoot at the legs when it comes down to business. So for me, I'd rather be using AP 6.3, given the 7N31 is fairly rare and expensive. I'm just not that inclined to be spraying 50 rounds of the stuff at 1200 RPM. If you're on a budget, just go with PSTGZH and aim for those headshots. Other than face shields, a good tap to the head will always do the trick, and you get 20 chances per second to do so. I had great fun last wipe with PST, and you'll often get raids where you get headshots only, because shooting anywhere else just doesn't tend to kill with this bullet. And now let's jump into a few raids to show the heady highs and the deep lows of the G18C lifestyle. Let's do it. Oh, that's a scav. Oh yeah, I'm using rips. Oh no, he caught me whilst I was running! God damn it. I didn't even know he was there. Yeah, I need to get really close. I'm still adapting to the G18 lifestyle. It's funny, right? Because like, even in factory, there's still places where it's like too far off the 18C. It's quite funny. The office corridor is like really touch and go. It's quite entertaining. Come back. Whoa, the lag. Ah. Oh shit. No! Oh no! Okay, alright. Okay, that was better. That was better. We killed the one guy. What happened to the second one? Maybe I needed to ADS. I don't know. That was funny though.
One on. One on.
Scabby boy, come on. That was better. Oh, shite. Someone down the bottom there. Oh, buddy! He's on the crate now, though. Oof! Not one and Suka. Oh, shit! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Let me take the guy's things before I get banged. Don't. Okay. Oh, I killed someone else. It's the red advance tube. Oh, and it's finding raid. All right. Who is this guy? Oh, he was the guy up on... Oh, I didn't actually go and loot the guy up on the court. Oh, no, I did. Oh, I don't know. I'm actually not sure when that was. When it goes well, this gun is super funny. It's just super funny. It's just a hail of fire. It's wonderful. Yes, stream's going well. We're using the G18C pistol, which has got the fastest fire rate in the entirety of Tarkov, with 1,200 RPM, and we're filling it with all kinds of random rounds, and then we're running around on factory and trying to bop people in the face with it because it's hilarious. So you buy a stock for it. This thing's got 330 recoil as a base, but then with the stock it goes to like 170, so you can just about control it. The issue with if you don't buy a stock is once you fire, I showed before, but when you fire about 5 rounds in, you're shooting the ceiling. Right, we're not going to go that way this time. That's a scav. Buddy! So this guy's got a legit kit. Oh, he's got module 3M, which might be his issue, but that's not good. Right, let's heal a little bit.
5 hours later.
Who's that? Would a scav crouch walk like this? Don't you love this gun, guys? Don't you love this gun? It's so funny. Come on, let me down. Woohoo! There we go. 2 PMCs, 3 PMCs in the last one. Oh, where am I? Oh, I'm in this one. Okay, we're gonna be a tunnel rat this time. There was a big fight in here. That's a scav. Ah. Boom! There was another one that went off. It wasn't just mine. Oh, there's a lot of dead people in here. Is he the victor or something? Okay, so here's a man. I need to empty these sick cases. That's actually pretty good. That's not actually that bad. I don't like this scope very much, just in general. I think it's got too big a thick box, but that's actually pretty good. That's actually a pretty good build for an AKM. All right. So where's everybody else? Oh. Ah, he's going down here. Yeah, no. I thought he was going to go to Gate 0. Never mind.